A new requirement from the state is that we identify materials, supplies, and operating costs and how they are used differently from how the state allocates. The reason we are required now to provide that information to the board as part of our board presentation is the legislature was worried that they would give us an extra $21 per student, and that somehow would be used for some other purpose than increased costs. I can assure you that the $21 per student, the $60,000-ish dollars, was not sufficient just to cover our insurance costs here. But what is true is we do not spend all of our MSOC money only on regular education MSOC, materials, supplies, and operating costs. That is because the state severely, significantly underfunds special ed, multi-language learners, and highly capable. And we have to use some of the general education MSOC money to support the students in those three programs to get what is required based on minimal education services. So in this slide, you can see that I've identified school curriculum, how much we've spent, $275,000, or what we're planning next year, $219,000 for curriculum. School budgets is about $275,000, but special ed is $200,000, highly capable $36,000, and MLL is in the other regular education $55,000. So all of those things, like the district is utilizing some of the allocations that are targeted for things like library, and we must use those for special education services because we have no choice. We must serve those students in those special populations.
Do you know what percentage that is of like the MSOC funding for basic education that's we're using to supplement?
Yeah, if I had a calculator, I could count this out. But we get about $4 million in terms of MSOC funding, and we spend 200, 400. So 10% for 10% of that MSOC funding is just off the top for special programs. So we are spending all of that money. We are spending it all on materials, supplies, and operating costs. None of these are for salaries. It's all for MSOCs, materials, supplies, and operating costs that are in the highly capable program, or in the special ed program, or in the MLL program, etc.